When you make that profound decision to walk away from someone, something extraordinary happens within you. It's not merely about creating physical distance. It's about that powerful moment when you free yourself from what no longer resonates with your soul, from what has been subtly holding you back all this time. The brilliant Carl Jung left us wisdom that illuminates this journey, transforming a simple goodbye into something deeply significant and transformative. Walking away transcends the act of departure. It becomes a declaration to the universe that you're ready to honor your peace, embrace your authenticity, and reconnect with your true self. But this path isn't without its challenges. Deep in your unconscious, a transformation begins to take shape, awakening something that whispers, "It's time." Though liberating, this decision brings forth doubts, fears, and sometimes a temporary loneliness that feels overwhelming. Jung taught us that these emotions aren't random. They reflect a deeper dialogue between your surface identity and your authentic core. When you choose to walk away, you're breaking a pattern and severing connections that may have been feeding aspects of yourself you'd rather not confront. This is where the true power of your decision reveals itself. Have you noticed that after walking away from certain people, you experience a peace you didn't even know you needed? It's as if releasing that relationship also frees you from an invisible weight you'd been unconsciously carrying. What's fascinating is how profoundly this affects those on the other side as well. Your departure, however quietly executed, can create an earthquake in someone else's internal world. Jung would call this a moment of confrontation, a mirror reflecting truths many would prefer to ignore. That's both the magic and the challenge of walking away. You're not just choosing for yourself, you're leaving an imprint on others, an unconscious invitation for them to look within. Not everyone will be ready to face this truth. Some will try to hold on to you, manipulate you, or make you feel guilty. Remember, their reaction speaks not about you, but about their own shadows, their fears of losing control or confronting what your departure represents. The most difficult aspect of walking away isn't the physical separation, but the emptiness that remains. That space once filled with familiar patterns that, despite being toxic, provided comfort. Jung recognized that this emptiness isn't something to fear, but rather a sacred canvas where you can rebuild, rediscover, and reconnect with your authentic essence. I want to pause here and speak directly to you. If you're finding value in these insights about personal transformation and psychological growth, I invite you to join our community by subscribing to our channel. We post new content daily, exploring Jung's wisdom and how it applies to our everyday challenges. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the daily guidance that could transform your perspective. Now, let's continue exploring this powerful journey. The real challenge is resisting the urge to immediately fill that void. It's easier to seek a new relationship or distraction than to face yourself. But transformation happens precisely in this uncomfortable space. By confronting emptiness, you discover who you truly are. A process both uncomfortable and profoundly liberating. When you draw that line and walk away, you're sending a revolutionary message to your unconscious. My needs matter, my peace matters, my truth matters. This message resonates not just within you, but affects those you've left behind. Their reaction, often clinging to you, doesn't stem from needing you, but from your decision forcing them to face something they'd rather avoid. Jung called this projection. Everything we refuse to accept about ourselves, we project onto others. Your absence becomes a mirror reflecting their insecurities, fears, and voids. It's not you who wounds them, but their own internal struggles becoming visible through your departure. This is where inner work becomes essential. While navigating your own guilt and doubts, remember Jung's wisdom. This is a moment for introspection, to observe your patterns and discover which parts of yourself were silenced or sacrificed in that relationship. Often what we fear most isn't the distance itself, but what we discover about ourselves when we create it. The truth is, we don't always surround ourselves with people who nurture our well-being. Sometimes we attract what we believe we deserve, what resonates with our deepest wounds. When you walk away, you're breaking bonds, not just with others, but with the wounds that have shaped your choices. That mixture of relief and uncertainty you feel afterward, that's your psyche reorganizing, finding new balance. Jung described this as a symbolic death, letting a part of yourself die to make way for rebirth. Though painful, it's transformative. In the space that remains, new ideas, interests, and people begin to enter your life. People who accept you exactly as you are. These connections aren't coincidences. Jung called them synchronicities, signs that you're aligned with your essence and on the right path. But for these synchronicities to manifest, you must let go completely. Not just physically, but emotionally and energetically. Stop looking back. Stop justifying your decision. Stop seeking external validation. Your choice to prioritize well-being needs no explanation. Before we move forward on Jung's wisdom, I want to invite those of you who haven't yet joined our community to become part of this journey of self-discovery. Every day, we share valuable content exploring the depths of psychology and personal growth. By subscribing now and turning on notifications, you'll receive daily inspiration that can help you navigate your own path toward authenticity. Our subscribers tell us how these insights have transformed their relationships and inner peace, and I'd love for you to experience that too. As you move forward, your inner voice speaks with greater clarity. You become more aware of your boundaries, your values, and what you'll no longer compromise. This isn't selfishness, it's self-preservation rooted in the understanding that caring for yourself is essential, not optional. This transformation extends beyond you. Those who remain in your life feel your authenticity, clarity, and renewed energy. They're either inspired to grow alongside you or naturally drift away, not because you reject them, but because they no longer resonate with who you're becoming. When you align with your true self, what Jung called the self, your most authentic core, something remarkable happens. Your energy shifts, and with it, everything around you. You signal to the universe, I am ready to receive what I truly deserve. This alignment attracts what harmonizes with you and filters out what doesn't. How do you know if you're living authentically? Jung would say an authentic life isn't measured by others' approval, but by how you feel about yourself when the day ends. If you're surrounded by people who make you feel inadequate or force you to hide parts of yourself, something is misaligned. The challenge is learning to let go with love, not resentment. Letting go means being grateful for what was, acknowledging what you learned, and understanding that sometimes the greatest act of love is release, freeing others from your expectations and yourself from relationships that no longer nourish you. It's normal for doubts to arise. We're taught that distance can be selfish, but Jung had a different perspective. Caring for your soul isn't just a right, it's a responsibility. If you're not well within yourself, how can you give your best to others? There's incredible power in recognizing your boundaries. Jung saw it as integration, not building walls but creating bridges where there was chaos. Saying no becomes an affirmation of who you are and what you need to flourish. When you do this, the people who truly matter understand and support you without trying to change you. Not everyone will accept your transformation. Some will question and doubt you, but true strength lies in not allowing external opinions to dictate your path. Jung taught that the only approval that matters comes from your own heart, because ultimately, you live with your choices, not others. As you progress, life feels lighter. You no longer need to explain or justify, you simply live, trusting your path. This confidence doesn't appear overnight, it emerges from deep inner work, facing your shadows, and consciously choosing what elevates your soul. The gift of this process isn't just peace but freedom. Freedom to be yourself without fear, embracing every part of you, even those you once considered imperfect. When you integrate all aspects of yourself, you realize you don't need to be perfect to be whole. You are already enough. This transformation changes not just how you see yourself, but how you relate to the world. By releasing what no longer resonates, you create space for new possibilities, healthier relationships, unexpected opportunities, and a deeper sense of purpose. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Jung's wisdom. If these insights resonated with you, please share this video with someone who might need to hear it. Leave a comment about which part touched you most. Your words inspire not just me, but our entire community. Subscribe now if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily uploads. Together, we're creating a space where authenticity and self-discovery thrive. Until next time, be authentic, be brave, and never stop seeking your truth.